What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye. That's right, you just tuned in to the chopping block. And who's my feature today? It is a certain Theo Walcott that makes an appearance on my video. Listen, Theo, I've had a love-hate relationship with for the last 10 plus years now. 11 now. He's into his 11th year at Arsenal. And that's kind of the problem. What is Theo's most memorable season? Ironically, it's probably the season he's just had. The man has scored goals. He has had assists. He has proved to be a useful player over the course of the last few seasons. I would say probably the last 3 seasons. But the things that Theo has been most notable for is being a player with bags of potential. A player who's fast. Except now he's the second fastest in our team. He's getting older. And that's kind of it, really. It's a shame with Theo. He's always been a player who has almost been a player who's never realised his potential. And we're talking about a 27-year-old now. We're talking about a player who should really be approaching the peak of his career and the peak of his potential. Yet we've never really seen it. You know, forget us, he's not even a regular starter at England, when England are a team that, quite frankly, could do with someone who has Theo Walcott's attributes. Gareth Southgate finds reasons not to put Theo in the team. We still don't really know where Theo's best position is. We kind of all have made the assumption now that he is a right winger, but a kind of a makeshift striker when we need him to be. There's this myth that Theo Walcott is a good finisher. I still don't buy that. I don't know where that comes from. You do have a lot of arguments in the Arsenal fan base. I know, big shock. But you do. About some people believing that Theo is a great finisher. I'm not one of those people. When Theo's in a one-on-one situation, I'm more often than not expecting him to miss. It's just me being real with you guys. I'm more often than not, I'm expecting him to miss. Much like Giroud, I actually believe he'd do better in a different team. I know that he's been linked with West Ham. I am fairly certain my man ain't going to West Ham. I do think, and I know Robbie will hate me for saying this, but I'm just going to be real, I do think there's a reasonable chance that he could go to Liverpool. Liverpool is his boyhood club. I think if Liverpool came calling, he'd go. And controversial as it might sound, if Klopp called for Theo, I think there's a reasonable chance that he would not only go, but Klopp would make him into a better player. I honestly do. I think, listen, when it comes to Giroud and Theo and people like that, they're good players, but there's something missing when they play for Arsenal, and I put Ramsey in that bracket. There's just something missing that you just think to yourself, no, maybe not quite yet. And I think there is even more kind of weight to this, given the fact that we're linked with the likes of people like Mahrez, who I think Mahrez is a really good player. I think he's a luxury player, and I think it's a bit damning on Theo that we're even being linked with him. Like, some people will say, yeah, but Theo scored a lot of goals last season, and he did. But his overall contribution to the team is weak. And I don't think Theo is a match winner. You know, for all of the goals he did contribute last season, would you consider him a match winner? You're a fucking liar if you say yes. You know, you wouldn't particularly associate him with being an assister, even though he does get a handful of assists. You just don't really know what Theo is. He's he's just a bit, kind of like, Theo's in the team. And that is kind of the attitude that you have when you hear that Theo's around. So, for me, I'd sell him. I think you could get good money for him. quite frankly, we need to clear the wage bill a bit, and he is on £140,000. And every time I remember that, I cry. I shed a little tear. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck? 100. I need Theo Walcott's agent. That's a damn sure. I need his agent. 140 grand. Oh my gosh. We need to clear that. And I think if I mean, let's face it, I don't think West Ham can afford 140 grand a week. So I think it's more likely if he does go, it's going to someone of the likes of a Liverpool. And I know what I said about strengthening a rival, but quite frankly, if Liverpool give us 40 million for him, take that shit. That's my message. You guys let me know what you think. Would you sell Theo? And I can imagine a lot of Theo lovers will hate this video. But you guys also let me know what you think. Do me 2 favors. Crush, destroy that like button for me. And hit that subscribe button. You guys know I love each and every one of you. I love the fact that we're growing. And let's just keep doing that. Let's keep doing that. And you make this fat boy real happy. Alright, guys. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.